Alright, what's going on, guys? I have another gold guide video for you today. It's the Mark II Carbine. This gun, there's only going to be one build. I wouldn't recommend going for that ground war, long range type of playstyle with this gun. It doesn't seem like it was really meant for it. With the fire speed, and the way that I have it built is for ADS speed and draw speed from like sprint to fire speed. So it's really meant for like close quarter maps, which is amazing. It makes it a lot of fun to play with. But yeah, this is pretty simple build, so I'm gonna hop over to Gunsmith and I'll show you what I'm rocking. Alright, so the attachments are just really straightforward for this. Really all I'm going for is sprint to fire speed and ADS speed. So starting off with the laser, attack laser, helps with ADS speed. These other two are pros, but you're not really worried about them. You're just looking for ADS speed. You can take the attack laser, the optic, you can use whatever optic you like. I always use something like the mini reflex or the monocle reflex sight. I just like how they don't take up a lot of your screen. That way you can't hide people on this little border right here. I'm using the GI Mini Reflex, the stock, just the MK2 Sport Comb. It's gonna help with your ADS speed. None of these other ones, these pros are really worth it. The perk, since I'm not using a barrel right here, because all these barrels do is damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control, which you don't really need if you're in hardcore. I'm using a perk, and that perk, sleight of hand, just helps with your reload speed. And then your rear grip, stapled grip tape, as always, ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. Keeps the gun quick and just makes it amazing. But yeah, that's it for the build. Again, this is the build I recommend. I wouldn't say go for that long range ground war playstyle. It doesn't really fit it too much. It is possible. I mean, you can definitely make this gun into it, but with the fire speed, I just had so much fun playing it in those close quarter maps that I feel like it's definitely, I don't know, I just think it's the best way to play and use this gun. But that's it for the build. I'm going to hop into the camo requirements part of the video, and I'll see you in 1 second. Alright, so moving on into the camo requirement part of the video, starting with spray paint, you're going to need 450 kills. I would definitely recommend doing this in shoe house or shipment, just because you're going to run into the most people and hopefully get the most kills. Just like any other gun, when you're going for gold, I highly, highly, highly recommend going for hardcore. It'll make your life a lot easier. For woodland, 60 headshots. The game mode, again, shoe house or shipment. Play hardcore. For digital, 50 crouching kills. Make sure before you get your kills, you keep a mental note that you need to be crouching. Same thing as the other two. Shoe house and shipment, hardcore. For dragon, 50 one-shot kills. Same game modes, shoe house and shipment. Play hardcore to get their one-shot kills. For splinter, 150 kills with all 5 attachments. The build I just showed you a couple minutes ago uses 5 attachments. You'll get this no problem. Shoe house and shipment for the most kills. Get that done as quickly as possible, and again, in hardcore. So for topo, topography, whatever you want to call it, 50 long shots. Now you can do this in shoe house and shipment. You can't actually do it in shipment. That's a mistake. But let's just ignore that. If you want to do this on shoe house, replace your mini GI reflex sight on top with a thermal sight. Equip a smoke onto your class. Throw a smoke over the mid lane walls on either end, where the A and C flags would be in Dom on shoe house. Wait for the smoke to kind of plume up. Then jump onto the wall. That way it's covering you from anybody that's on the other wall on the other end. Then look through the smoke with your thermal sight, and then you'll be able to see him, and that's a free kill. And if you don't have thermals unlocked for the gun yet, night vision will do the same thing, only it's going to be harder to see just because night vision doesn't work that well in the daytime. It just like brightens your screen a whole bunch. But it is still possible and pretty easy to see the guys through the smoke. And then you could play ground war. Again, a lot of the kills you're going to get in ground war are going to be long shots just in general. So for Tiger, you need 50 mounted kills. If you're going to go for the mounted kills for Tiger on shoot house, I would definitely recommend doing it with topography. Don't do topography or topo, the topo camo category, until you unlock Tiger if you're going to do it on shoot house. Because you can, when you're on that wall, mount, and you'll be able to get those two done at the same time. But I would personally, I would recommend, and what I did was I did on shipment, and then again, hardcore just makes everything easier. For stripes, double kills, this will happen passively, so you don't need to really go for it, but definitely shipment would be your best bet. And then shoe house, if they don't have shipment out, shoe house would be the second best. Again, play hardcore. The reptile, just don't use an attachment, and you'll get this done. If you want to get it done as quickly as possible, play on shoe house and shipment, you'll get the most kills there, which will in return get that done as quickly as possible. And then skulls, last but not least, as always, 25 kills, 25 3 kill streaks. You could do this on shoe house and shipment depending on your skill level and just if you're doing good or not in those games. If you're doing bad, swap over to ground war. That's what I did if I ever had trouble on shoe house or shipment. Tons of people. What is it? 32 players on a team. So there's tons of people that aren't going to be like looking where you are, and they're basically just free kills. And then if you're playing shoe house and shipment, again, play hardcore. If you're not, if you're playing ground war, just play core. But yeah, that's it for this video. This is actually a short video for once. They're getting down there in time, thank God. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm not gonna try and drag this on any longer. If you guys liked the video, drop it a like. If you didn't, there's a button down there for that as well. Again, say it in every video. Always feel weird asking people to subscribe, so I'm gonna leave that clip of Jevin here explaining that whole thing. I'm gonna get out of your hair, guys. So have a good night, have a good day, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Jev is such a lame. He used to mock people for asking for subscribers, and now that's all he does. It's like, dude, the analytics between a video where you tell somebody just adding, hey, can you subscribe, versus not. It's actually insane. It's literally a friendly reminder that you can subscribe. I ain't begging for shit. I got enough. But if you want to subscribe, I appreciate it.